Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is FlossTube number 10 and this is my update for April 2021. Oh my god, I can't believe we've made it to double digits! We're at number 10! So welcome back everyone. I hope you're all doing very well and have had a good April. Today I'm filming this. It is actually the 2nd of May, so I'm sorry that I'm a little bit late in talking about April. When it comes to the dates of my FlossTube, it just depends on when it falls over the weekend, because the 1st and the 2nd of May fell on Saturday and Sunday. If I'd made my video last weekend, then it would have been too early to kind of wrap up April. But yeah, with it ending on a Friday, it kind of made me a bit stuck with when I could make the video, so I'm sorry it is a little bit late. Last video was my giveaway and I have actually announced the winners already. They have received their Etsy gift cards. So the first winner for the YouTube giveaway was Abby Bramdor. So as part of the giveaway I asked you guys to let me know what you would spend your money on at Etsy if you were the winner, and Abby left a really nice comment and she said that she loves browsing Etsy and got her first needle minder recently, and now need to top up as you can't have a collection of one, right? So that was great. She actually posted on her Instagram to show the needle minder that she had bought, so I'm really happy that I can share the needle minder love. I've got quite a few needle minders and I think I need some more, to be honest. I think that my collection is starting to dwindle a little bit, so I was really happy to help somebody to buy more needle minders because you can never have too many. So I think she made a great choice in what she spent her gift card on. And the Instagram winner was Nico Decker. I'm so sorry Anastasia if I pronounced it wrong, but that was Anastasia. She has a FlossTube of her own and she was my winner over on Instagram. Anastasia's since made a video and she's talked about the fact that she won the giveaway. And if you don't know Anastasia, I'm sure you do, but if you don't, definitely go and check out her FlossTube. She is Russian and is currently living in China. So from what I could tell, I think that she has different access to different shops. And she's actually never bought anything from Etsy. I think she said that she has trouble with her PayPal, so that made it extra special for me. The fact that it was somebody from a different country and that she's never bought anything from Etsy before, I was really happy to kind of spread that love. And I hope you enjoy, Anastasia. I hope that your first purchase from Etsy is something special and that you treat yourself to something nice. It's also really interesting because Anastasia, I've never spoken about this, but Anastasia's FlossTube was one of the first FlossTubes that I ever found. I think I had been looking at a few and I couldn't quite get into the swing of it. But Anastasia, it was her first FlossTube. I looked back and had a double check as to what it was that I saw. And it was her very first FlossTube, and I that's the first one where I became hooked and couldn't stop watching it. And then I was so silly and didn't subscribe, so I forgot how to find her again. But I managed to. I think I ended up finding her again on Instagram. So yeah, I just thought it was kind of funny that it was Anastasia who won because she's part of the reason that I started FlossTube. So it's almost like we've come full circle, which is fun. So I just want to say a big thank you to everybody that entered the giveaway last time. It was to celebrate 500 subscribers and now I think we're over 600 subscribers. So thank you so much. I honestly do appreciate every single one of you who subscribes or follows me on Instagram, leaves comments and just kind of generally supports this channel. I really do appreciate it. I had so much fun reading through your comments. To anybody else who does FlossTube, if you ever are struggling, if you want to kind of branch out and look at things new, honestly ask your audience, because there was such a variety of different items that you guys all buy from Etsy. So many different pattern shops and things that I loved and would probably stitch but probably wouldn't have ever found on my own. So that was so much fun. So thank you so much to everybody who commented and entered the giveaway. So last video I gave you guys a bit of an update on the dog situation, which I am now going to start calling pup dates. I don't know why I haven't been calling them pup dates this whole time, but it's pup date time. So last time when I spoke to you guys about it, I had said that the breeders or the dogs who were due to go into season around March time had made the decision that they weren't going to breed at that time due to the restrictions from where they live. However, one of them I just kind of assumed because I hadn't heard anything. The first one I did actually contact and double check, and she said no, we're not breeding her. But the second one I didn't actually contact, I just assumed. So out of the blue a few weeks ago, I got a message from them and they had said that they had bred the dog that day. So they're going to start kind of inviting people over to start to get to know them a bit better. I don't know if the dog is pregnant at all just yet, but what these breeders are kind of wanting to do is to get to know me better. It's also an opportunity for me to see that they are good breeders and see the dog in their home, and to get to know the dog a little better, to understand what temperament the potential dog that I would get would be. But I think that they mainly want to get to know me as well, and trust that I will be able to look after a dog, but more specifically a Samoyed. So yeah, they live all the way in Wales. So it's going to be like a 5-hour round trip for me and Mark that day. So we are going to go over the bank holiday weekend at the end of May, just to kind of spread out that time a bit, because it's going to be a lot of driving. But yeah, that's really exciting. So we're going to meet our potential dog's mum, which is fun. So I'm over the moon, I can't wait. I don't want to get my hopes up too much, because for whatever reason I might not get a dog. There might be kind of a lot of people on the waiting list and not enough puppies to go to every single one. And I trust that these breeders are good breeders. They say that they don't take it first come first serve. They want to make sure that everybody who is on their waiting list gets the right dog that would fit their family. So yeah, I'm hopeful, but I'm not getting too excited just in case. But it is exciting. I can't help it but get excited. And then I did just want to say thank you so much to everybody who watched my last video on this channel. It wasn't stitching related, which always makes me a little bit nervous to update something that isn't stitching related. It was more around the health program that I've been doing. If you've not seen that video, I will leave it up here. Up in the corner, whichever corner it is, I'll leave it there, and also leave it in the description as well, so that you can go and watch it. But if you haven't seen that video, I followed a 12-week health program recently, with the goal of losing weight, and I talked about my experience on that, my first 6 weeks during that program. Thank you to everybody who watched it. Like I said, I was super nervous. There was also some exciting things that have happened since I uploaded that video. So the company who run the program, Second Nature, actually got in contact with me. They sent me a message on Instagram, and it was well received. They really enjoyed the video, and they wanted to get in contact with me to have a talk to their marketing team, because they were interested in using my video for some of their online marketing. So I've been in contact. I had a meeting last week with somebody from the company, and we've arranged it. So if you see my mug when you're just scrolling randomly on Instagram or Facebook, that's why. I was so excited. I was really happy that the video was well received, because I was really worried about kind of just leaking the content of the program. I didn't want to say too much. But yeah, apparently they were really happy with the video, and she understood that it's quite a complex thing to explain, that there's quite a lot to it, so you can't really describe it in one sentence. So yeah, they've also said that they're going to arrange a discount code for me. So if any of you guys are interested in giving Second Nature a try, I will soon have a code available for you, so you guys can get a discount if you decide to do it. So yeah, that was really fun. It was really exciting. It was a little scary, because this is such a small channel and I'm brand new to the world of content creation and marketing and things like that, so it was something that was brand new to me, but they seem like a really nice company. They're pretty small themselves, and they're kind of trying to find their feet as well in this space, this area. So yeah, it's all really super exciting. Those are all of my life updates, so let's move into some stitching. I'm going to start today with a new start. I don't remember if I showed you this last time. I think it may have been haul, but I don't remember. I think it was haul. So my new start this month was Hello Petal, which is a seasonal tree from Caterpillar Cross Stitch. Let me show you that a bit better. There. Last year I completed Hello Dear, which was the winter version of the seasonal trees that Caterpillar Cross Stitch have done. I've been stitching this as part of the hashtag Hello Petal Sal, which is something that Sean from Craftivating Creations, Evelyn across the pond, Mary Ashcraft, Honeybee Stitcher, and I'm sure that there's a ton of others, but I think it was Sean and Evelyn who started this and started the hashtag, and this is where I've gotten so far. It looks like we've all made a similar start and we've all started in the middle. I've made some changes to the colours, so the rabbit I have done in some different colours than what is called for. I took inspiration both from Sean and from Evelyn. So Sean very kindly shared with me what colours she had used for her rabbit, and she had used this light grey, which I really loved. So I kind of copied her, took inspiration from that. And she also had like a white chest and white tail, which I really liked. So I made it just slightly off-white, so it's almost like a little bit of a beigey colour. And then from Evelyn, she did the pink cheeks and the pink ears, so I took inspiration from that. I have realised since stitching this that these are Bugs Bunny colours. Have I made mine look like Bugs Bunny? Did they look like Bugs Bunny to you? Is that good? Is that bad? I don't know. Every time I look at it now, I can just see Bugs Bunny. So yeah, there's that. But I still like it. I think it's really cute and I'm pretty happy with it. I bought this one. I bought the kit that comes with it. So this is the Zweigart 28 count even weave, and I'm stitching it with 2 strands. When I look at it too much, I kind of regret using two strands. I sort of wish that I'd used 3, but generally I find it okay. My Hello Dear is 2 strands and I want them to match, but I feel like I just keep on making the mistake of stitching in 14 count and using 2 strands. I need to learn to stop doing that because I always look at it and I'm like, not too keen, but I'm still happy with this one. I'm still really loving it. I love all of the motifs in this one, and I just can't wait to display it, to be honest with you. I've still got Hello Dear on display, and it's really not winter anymore, so I'm gonna try and focus on this one and get this one up and ready and displayed. I've decided that I am going to do some more colour changes as well to the pattern, so I've changed the rabbit there from being pink, and I think you can see here the mouse. I'm going to change the colourings slightly. I think I might have it so that it's similar to the rabbit in that the tummy is a different colour but the rest of the body is one colour. And I actually had a look at my Hello Dear, which I have here. And this is Hello Dear. So I really like the colours of the squirrel up here, so I might just kind of pick up those colours. So this kind of light brown colour for the body, and then have the same colour here for the mouse's tummy. I think I'm going to give that a go because I like how kind of light it is. I think that will go well with the spring colours. So yeah, I'm going to give that a go. But everything else on Hello Petal, I am just going to stitch with the called for colours. The sun is starting to go down and I can see the light from my blinds here. Oh my god, I've not put my mirror lights on. That's the problem. Oh my god, I thought I looked different. I'll turn the mirror lights on. That's better. I can't believe I forgot. Okay, this looks better. This looks more professional. I might just shut the blinds as well. There we go. A bit more, oh, I look very pale, but it's a bit more coherent now. So now moving into the works in progress, the first whip that I have to show you is another caterpillar cross stitch piece. It is another seasonal tree, and I did show you my start on this last month. So this is Hello Pumpkin. I am stitching this again with a stitch along, and it is the hashtag Hello Pumpkin, what time do you cowl this? And that's being ran by Emma X Stitching and Belushi Stitchers. So we have finished part one. Part one was due to be finished in April, and I kind of sped through it a little bit. I think I'd finished it by like the 5th of April, I think it was. So that was kind of this part here. And now that we're in May, I have actually started on part 2, so I've just got a couple of little leaves there and part of that leaf there. Part 2 has the owl on it, which everybody is super duper excited to stitch in the group. But yeah, I am loving this. I think that this is my favourite seasonal tree, and autumn is my favourite season as well, so it's quite fitting. But yeah, there's that. Again, I'm doing this on 28 count even weave, 2/2. So I'm kind of stitching it with 14 count with 2 strands, which I regret every time I look at it, but it's okay. I think far away it looks okay. And like I say, Hello Dear on display looks fine. So there's that one. The next whip that I have to show you is by far the piece that I sunk the most stitches into this month. I was really enjoying it, and I think I talked about in my last FlossTube that I want to get this one finished because we are decorating the office and I want it to be displayed in there. So this is Fellowship of the Ring by Elutin Pattern. This is a big one. So we are like 70% of the way now. There's only 30% left to stitch, and we're really getting into the silhouettes now. Last time I showed you this, I believe I'd already done Aragorn, I had already done Bill the Pony, and I think maybe a little bit of Sam. I don't remember. So I finished Sam off now. We've got Boromir also, and then we've got either Merry or Pippin. I can't tell the difference between which is which because they're both next to each other here, but this is either Merry or Pippin that I've started there. I think I talked about last time that I've started using this method of parking where you kind of stitch, I like to call it like a staircase. I don't know what the actual name for it is. If you know the name, you could tell me, that would be great. But I've been really enjoying stitching it like that. I think it's aesthetically pleasing as well, and especially now that I've got them all on a diagonal like that perfectly. But I'm finding it really easy because all of the threads are there waiting for me. And I won't have to change the pattern. I am just kind of continuing to go up and down like this. So yeah, it's working out really nicely. I'm still enjoying it. It's still my favourite piece. And I think doing it that way as well has been really good because I haven't really talked about the silhouettes. So there are a lot, and I mean a lot, of fractional stitches in the silhouettes. Which you can understand, that's how you get those individual shapes. I don't know if you can see very well, but there is a ton of them. Literally the outline of every single silhouette is all fractional stitches. So it's enjoyable still, but I just have to concentrate on it that little bit harder. So it's quite nice to have a little bit of a break. So I kind of come into the middle, do the fractional stitches, then down at the bottom there's no fractional stitches, it's just pretty much black, and then I make my way back up and we've got these are just full stitches of the background. Also with this one I've started to notice the background a lot more. Obviously it was there, and we've got like this little bit of like mountain side here, but now that we've got more of this part done here and you can really see the mountains in the background, I think it's lovely. It's gorgeous. So yeah, super duper happy with the progress that I've made on this one. I was kind of hoping that I would have it done for May, because it was May last year when I started this, so then I would have a year of working on it. But it's not looking likely that I'm going to finish it in May, which is fine. I will just finish it at my own pace and it'll be done when it's done, but it's nearly there. I'm so excited that this is nearly done. This has been my first full coverage piece. So it's so exciting. I love it. So after having so much haul last time, literally it was the biggest haul that I've ever had. This month I haven't spent as much money on cross stitch. I bought one thing and it was this beautiful grime guard. Basically I had a quick look at my Instagram. I was scrolling through looking at my pictures and I noticed that I do have a lot of pieces that I work on that are on my kind of, I call it my medium frame. So a lot of the pictures that I have include this grime guard. So I just wanted to change it up a little bit, and I bought this from Oh So Twinkle Crafts. That's where I've got all of my grime guards from, and Tracy there does some gorgeous ones and picked some really lovely fabric, and I saw this one and I thought that was so cute and I had to have it. However, I was very silly and didn't actually look at the size of my Q-snap, and I bought the wrong one. So I tried to put it on and it just would not fit. So then I looked back at that one to see what size that one is, and it's 11 by 11. But I ordered this in 9 by 9. So I can't even use it, like my main piece of haul for April, and I can't even freaking use it. So I was talking to Mark about it earlier and I was like, I'm just gonna have to order another Q-snap. And he was like, oh dear, you're gonna have to order more cross-stitch things. I was like, yeah, I know, I'm gonna have to. So yeah, it's fine. I will just order a 9 by 9 Q-snap. But I was so annoyed at myself. I was like, why didn't I just look? Why didn't I just double check? But I just had it in my head that the big frame that I stitched Lord of the Rings on was 9 by 12, but it's actually 11 by 17. Who knows what I was thinking. That was my only piece of haul for April. However, literally as I was filming this video, there was a knock at the door and I had something else delivered for me, and that is this. So this is the Emma Congdon book, also known as Stitchrovia, and it is cross stitch for the Earth. Mama Loves You GB did a flip through of this in one of her videos, so it just kind of showed like these pages. It didn't share any of the actual patterns. So if you want to know what's in this book, I would recommend that you go and look at that video. It's only like 1.5 minutes long. And when I saw that, I thought that all of these looked so stunning. You guys know how much I love Stitchrovia anyway. But yeah, some of the patterns in here are really, really gorgeous. And there's a bit more of a reason as to why I ordered it now, and I will go into that when I talk to you about my Maynia plans. Okay, let's move into my plans for Maynia. Last year, when I started getting into Instagram and getting into FlossTube, it was kind of during May, so I almost missed that kind of build up to Maynia. I was kind of already starting to get to know things, and when I understood what Maynia was, May was pretty much finished. So I couldn't join in then, and then just previously with March that's just gone, there was the March Stitchy Madness, where people had the different brackets for their stitches and put it on Instagram to see which one moves on to the next bracket. I got so much FOMO with that. I saw that people had, it looked like it was so much fun, and just kind of having that different way of stitching. Usually I just literally pick up what I feel like stitching. I'm not used to kind of having the guide of things to stitch. So I got major FOMO from that, and I was like, why didn't I do it? I should have joined in. And I almost did the same thing with Maynia. I was like, I don't really know. I don't know whether to do it or not. And because there's a lot of different ways that you can do Maynia, I didn't know which one to do. I didn't know if I would stick with it. But yesterday I had a sit down and I actually thought about it, and I was like, yes, I am gonna do Maynia. I think from the fact that last video I bought all that haul, I've got all those things kitted up already, I might as well just make a start on them. So the plans that I have for Maynia are, I have 9 new starts that I want to do. A lot of those you saw in my previous video, but just as a recap, they are Northern Lights by Stitchrovia, Not All Those Who Wander, also by Stitchrovia. I have got the Evie pattern, which is from Melee Missy Stitchery on Etsy. I've got the seashells pattern that I want to stitch for my bathrooms, and that's from Nikki Patterns on Etsy. I also have this. This is the Meadow, which is from Bathy Threads, and it is a Rendale design. So those are the ones that you've seen already for that first 5. The last 4 I have are all gifts. So I am going to do my best to show them on here. I think 2 of them I'll be safe to show, because those people don't watch my videos normally, but they might watch it, so I don't know. I might be able to show it you next week, I might not. There's one that I definitely won't be able to show, and the other one is also a maybe. Yeah, we'll have to see, we'll have to see. I hate doing that. I hate having kind of like, oh yeah, I'm working on this, but I can't actually show it on here. Would you prefer me to just not mention it? But yeah, I think that's pretty good going. I also want to still work on Hello Petal. Like I said before, I really want to have that up and displayed ready. Hello Sunshine is out for pre-order now and comes out at the end of May, and I had a debate with myself whether to pre-order it or not and whether to buy it, and I have actually decided that I am going to hold off. The main reason that I want these seasonal trees is because I want them up and displayed during that season, and with the Hello Sunshine Stitch Along, it runs for 5 months and starts at the end of May, so that will take us to October. And because I'm stitching Hello Pumpkin, I want to have that up in October because it will be autumn by then. So I've come to the conclusion that I'm probably not going to display Hello Sunshine this year, so I might as well not stitch it yet, and I'll hold off and I'll stitch it next year. Emma, Joe, if you're watching, are you going to hold a stitch along? Can you just run another stitch along for next year, please? According to Darcy, there isn't enough Emma stitch alongs, so... Speaking of which, really quickly, they have a Deck the Halls stitch along that they're planning, and I'm so tempted to join it, but I don't know what to do. I think the fact that I'm going to have 9 new starts this month, you guys know, if you've watched my videos, you know that I'm so torn about having so many whips on the go. So yeah, I kind of declined, but then I have also picked out a spot for where I'll display it if I do have it. So we'll see. I have the pattern as well, and I think it will look really nice on some glittery fabric. We'll see. I don't know. I think it's going to be really easy to twist my arm, so I think if just one comment says do it, then I probably will. So yeah, anyway, I'm still going to stitch on Hello Petal, hopefully have it ready to display this month. And I also do want to keep up with the Hello Pumpkin Sal, and just kind of do part 2 for May. Hopefully, like I did last month, I can kind of blitz it at the start, like during the first week. And then I can at least make a start on my new starts for Maynia. The thing that convinced me was that even if I just kind of do one day, it's only 9 days on each one, so I can manage that. After I'd made my plans, I did actually see that Evelyn across the pond, she had talked about her plans, and she's doing Maynia, and that is that you stitch consistently in the week on your whips, and then you treat yourself at the weekend to a new start. So then, because there's the 5 weeks, you end up with 5 new starts. So I think I'm going to inadvertently do that. I don't know though, because I might stitch them in the week. Oh, I'm so undecided. I'm a Libra, okay? If you follow the zodiac, I'm a true Libra, okay? So just going back to what I was saying earlier about cross stitch for the earth, one of the gifts that I have in mind is going to come from here. I'm torn between two of the pieces in here that I want to do, but I think the person that will receive it will love these kinds of patterns because it is very much like this, like live gently upon the earth and things like that, and that is something that this person is very passionate about. So yeah, I think that they'll love it, and it's some new haul for me, which is really good. I just want to apologise. I feel like this video has been all over the place. I was a little bit frazzled at the start. It kind of like the battery ran out, and then I got the delivery, and then I forgot to bring my extra batteries upstairs, and I forgot the lights, and just it's all been mess. I feel like it's reminiscent of Maynia. This is what Maynia should be, and that's part of the reason as well that I'm not kind of forcing myself to make a decision and have something planned for Maynia, because I think that's part of the essence of it and part of the fun of it. So yeah, I'm not going to be structured. I'm just going to do what I feel like it, but those are my plans for that. So that is everything that I have for you today. I'm not sure how long this video is. This might be a little bit shorter than my normal updates, but I do want to say thank you very much for watching. Next video, I'm really hoping to have some FlossTube recommendations. I'm a little bit behind on FlossTube at the minute, but that might be fun. If you want to recommend me some, leave me some comments. Let me know who is your favourite FlossTuber, or who is somebody new who you've discovered recently, or if you're a FlossTuber and you want me to check you out, let me know in the comments below. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and don't forget to subscribe. And yeah, I'll see you next time. Bye.